Hi there. So I have a Bantam to show you, and I played this on a video earlier in a duet, but I never gave it its own demo, which I think it deserves. So here it is. I call this the Black and White Bantam. The Bantam is the smallest guitar I make. It's 12 1/4 inches across. So it's a tiny little guitar. And this one I made out of Black and White Ebony. And I found this set actually on eBay. It's just this tiny, it was actually just a couple boards. But it was just big enough to make a guitar out of, a little guitar. And I've never seen anything with quite that. I mean, Black and White Ebony is all over the place, right? It has crazy, crazy figure. But I love this one. It's very symmetrical and it's like bubbly. There are these little concentric, it looks like bubbles coming up. Anyway, very unusual set of wood. And I coupled it with a very nice Engelmann spruce top. I love Engelmann. And what can I say? I think this is a really elegant guitar. I usually put I have a diamond down here in my rosette, and I usually reflect a diamond up here. But I wanted to keep this ebony has a little piece of sapwood in it, so I kept it unadorned, and I really like that result. I think this guitar is really restrained. It's sort of it's wearing evening clothes. So this is a little guitar, and we're accustomed to playing little guitars, and they have little voices. So it's been my goal to make a little guitar with a big voice. I mean, if you think about it, it's the same engine driving this. This is a 24/9 scale. So Martin short scale, scale length on here. That's the same thing that drives bigger guitars, triplos, stuff like that. There's no reason why that can't be made to produce just as much sound. You have a smaller area. I think you have a smaller body air volume. So there's naturally going to be some loss of bigness, maybe you could call it. But this guitar, as you will see, has a really loud, and when you're in person, you can't believe how much sound this thing puts out. I think in a way, the smaller top produces more volume than a bigger top. It's, just like a snare drum cracks and it's louder than a floor tom. For one thing, it's tensioned higher, but it's because its energy is focused. And I think the little top on here focuses the energy of the strings in a way that larger guitars don't, and produces if you allow it to, it produces a really big tone. So let me play a little bit here. It's just a beast. It's kind of cool to have such a powerful little package, you know? not at all what you would expect from first looks. And I actually think of this guitar, the Bantam, is the guitar that I designed first in the series of instruments that I'm building right now, which I call these waist-forward guitars. And this, I love the aesthetics of this instrument. I just think they're unique, and personally, I find them to be really pleasant and balanced. I took this shape and I scaled it up to make the other guitars. So this is the guitar. Anyway, there it is, the Black and White Bantam. Quite a cool little beast. And I'll have this with me at the LeConner show, which I'm doing in, oh God, I'll say the wrong, May 11th through the 13th this year in LeConner, Washington. Double check those dates. I'm sorry. Anyway, it'll be on display there and for sale there. So thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.